Welcome back to Junkie Breaks. Guess what? It's still January. I figured out that I had one more day in January, and so I pulled out the other sports out of this January box, and I'm going to go ahead and pull enough cards to maybe fill up the rest of the box. I think that'll probably do it right there. We are looking for Gary's, Larry's, Steve's. Why Steve? Because his first name is Larry. Gary's, Larry's, Jerry's, and whatnot to just build our rhyming collection. If you see anything, you know what, I can actually flip through these cards without reading them while I talk about the other stuff. That'll save some time. If you see anything in this video that you like, go ahead and hit me up at junkiebreaks@gmail.com, and we can work out some sort of a plain white envelope trade. Triple play. I have not seen very much of this at all. That's some baseball. Okay, we've got some basketball here. Steve. Oh, that's a nice looking card. Tom Gugliotta. Probably a silent G. Gugliotta. Probably Gugliotta. The Phoenix Suns. That's a cool looking card. Do they have baseball cards that look like that? Pretty nice. We have Kentavarius. We'll just call him Kent. Don't know how to say all of that. What is this? Oh, this is University of Georgia. Oh, that's a cool card. Fleer Ultra. Nice. We've got a Chris Snopik, Marcus Jensen, and Mike Bugsby. That's going in my little, where did I put that? Oh, did I not get any athletics out of that last day? These are things that I'm setting aside for whatever reason for myself. We've got basketball, Derek, Bob, Randy, John, Nate, Liddell. There's a checklist. What sport is this even? Upper deck checklist. Ooh, that's hard to read because of the background. There's a Gary right there, number 321, so we'll put that in there. Got a Johnny, Orlando, another Johnny. Oops, Orlando's baseball. That goes over here. Johnny, Ivan, Lenny, and Dave. Those are all baseball. Let's see here. See what's coming up. We've got Kevin, checklist. There's a Gary, 217 right there. We have Tom Pagnozzi, Brian Barnes, Scott Ruskin, Jim Ganter, Upper Deck, Dan Pasqua. Is this, let me see here. Is that the same play? Alternate image of the same play? Or a different play? I think that's an alternate image of the same play. That's pretty cool. We have Trevor Wilson. Oh, that's kind of cool with the Brewers logo blurred in the background. Teddy Higuera. We have Jeff King. Mike Harkley, bunting. We have Danny Jackson. Nice solid background right there. Jeff Parrott. This card feels like it's creased in the middle, but it doesn't look like it. We have Will Perdue, Vin Baker, Anthony Bowie. We've got 89 team leaders. So is this 1990? Yeah, 1990. We have Jeff Lefebvre. Don't know how to say that. We've got Mike, Alejandro, Ken, Nick, Ben, #1 draft pick, Ben McDonald, Delano DeShields. We have Russ Nixon, Glenn Davis, R.J. Reynolds, Doug Rader, Steve Fry, Milt Thompson, Mike Davis, Jim Leland, John Hart, Bill Swift. Are we going to go through a whole day and not get any Garys, Larrys, or Jerrys? Well, we got the checklist. We have Rob Deere, some football here. Myron, we've got Nate, Keith, Jeff. Hey, we got a Harry. Cool. Harry. We don't have a spot for Harry's. We'll just, well, I'll put it right there. It's out of the frame, but it's there. We have Steve, Pete, and Tim Harris. Not quite Harry. Still not 100% sure what I'm going to do with all of these other sport cards. Maybe eventually have a Junkie bingo break where I just use them to give away to you guys. We have Phil Bradley, Scott Bales. All right, there's an athletics card. That goes in my pile. We've got Spike Owen, Buddy, Biancalana. We have Chris Bosio, Kurt Stillwell, Ron Davis, Ron Romanek. I don't know why I keep moving the cards like this. They don't shimmer like the newer cards. We've got Bob Malaki, Sergio Valdez, Jose Alvarez, Luis Rivera, Jay Tibbs, Kurt Wilkerson, Greg Walker, Barry Jones. We have not seen very many Barrys, but now we have one. Barry Jones right there. 1989, Barry Jones. It's going in the pile. We have Jack Howell, Brian Harvey. We have Willie Frazier, Mike Fetters, Jeff Calhoun, Dan Plesac. Is that little printing bubble on every single one of his cards? Or is that just something specific to a few sheets? There's another one with some printing bubbles on there. We have Juan Agosto, Jackie Gutierrez, Lamar Hoyt, Jeff Heron, Gene Nelson, Mike Brown, Jody Davis. I don't know. I kind of want to find another Gary, Larry, or Jerry, but I don't know if I can fit. Let me see. How many more cards can I get? Oh yeah, I got enough. Whoops. I got enough room for another little batch here. Let's look at these. We have Jim Lindemann, Scott Fletcher. We have Martin Clary. Clary! Hey, hey, hey! That's awesome. We have a brand new name, Clary. So we're including last names. So there we go. I guess we should have a separate stack for last names. There's Perry and Clary. That is a completely new name. How awesome. We've got Athletics, Todd Burns. That goes in my pile. Junior Felix. We have Gerald Clark. Gerald Dwayne Clark. We've got Scott Terry. Also a last name. So that goes right there. I guess I'm going to have to go through because I think some of these piles might include people with last names, but I'll probably put all the last names together in a separate pile. We've got Tim. We have Paul. Rob Deere. Darren Jackson. Somebody might call him Derry. We've got Eric Swan, football. Oh, Upper Deck. Carl Pavano. ESPN baseball. That's, they paired up with ESPN, apparently, and did some cards. That's going to be something for me to look for. These are cards for me, or cards that are some particular interest that I'm going to use for something in particular, or I just want to look a little bit more for some of them. It'd be nice to have a few of these. This seems like an unusual set. It'd be nice to throw a few packs of those in Minute Rips. We have Daniel Bard. We've got Jimmy Jones. Craig Reynolds. We have Lance Negro. Sid Bream. Nick Asaski. We have, there's a Jerry Don Gleaton. I'm going to have to try to remember these names when I see a Don Gleaton that doesn't say Jerry. I'm going to have to try to remember that. We have Joel Skinner. This was a good extra little batch, wasn't it? Wow. We have Terry Leach. Terry, right there. Terry Leach. We've got Randy St. Clair. Buck Martinez. Chris Donnells. We have Reggie Taylor, draft pick. That's a nice looking card. I like that. That's cool. We have Jim Lentine, Tigers, 81 Tigers. Jose Guzman. We've got Mark Trumbo. We have Rick Shue. Is it Shue or Skoo? We have Alan Ashby, 83. We've got Scott Bales. Steve Farr. Steve Michael Farr. We have Major League Draft pick Mike Rossiter. Craig Graybeck. Let's put that last. We have Steve Decker. Oh, that's a cool card. Al Fitzmaurice. 79. All right, that's perfect. Who wants to bet that this was only in there because the listing said 70s through 2021? And if you didn't include one or two 70s cards, then you'd be a liar, right? So there's a 1979 card. We have Jerry Garvin and Damian Miller. What year is this card? 06. Damian Miller. There's our Jerry. Jim Presley goes here. Jerry goes here. And we're checking this checklist. What the heck? What the heck? Come on, Fleer. You have a checklist of the checklists? Okay. That's a new one on me. Okay, so this is seriously just a checklist of checklists. There's not an actual single name on here, is there? We got Mike Schmidt. We have, Schmidt, Rose, Boa, triple threat. It doesn't say Gary. It doesn't say Larry, but it has Boa. So that's Larry Boa, right? Got George Brett, Tug McGraw, Steve Carlton. I'm gonna put it. Well, it's either going in this pile for the Larry Boa or this pile. I'm gonna put it in this pile because I think that's a pretty interesting card. Anyway. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of the videos, remember to subscribe. And if you want to get notified when a video drops or when I make an announcement for a break, then hit that notification bell and turn on all. This has been Junkie Breaks, a card junkie, or more of actually a stuff junkie. looking through some cards. If you want to trade for anything that you saw today, hit me up, junkiebreaks@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Tricked you. Tricked me. I actually found a little bit more room in the box. So we're going to go through a couple of more cards. This is another, kind of an addendum to Junkie Break. Last one in January. If you see anything in here you like and you want to trade for it, plain white envelopes, junkiebreaks@gmail.com. We're looking for Garys, Larrys, Jerrys, Terrys, and anything that rhymes with anything of the sort. First name, last name, whatever. We have Trevor Wilson. We're also looking for athletics for me and anything else that I find interesting that I want to share with somebody or keep for myself or just do a little bit of poking around with. We've got John Smiley, Jeff Robinson, RJ Reynolds, Vicente Palacios. We've got Mike Lavalier. We've got Rafael Ramirez, Jose Guzman, Craig Worthington with an interesting printing bubble. You don't see printing bubbles too much nowadays, but a lot back in this time. Are all of his cards like that, or just a few sheets, or none of them, or just this one? We have Mike Heath, Charlie O'Brien. We have Greg Hibbard, James Gregory Hibbard. We have Mike Devereaux, Mike Davis, Ivan Calderon, Randy St. Clair, Tom O'Malley, Chris Sabo. We have John Wathen. That's hilarious. Chris Sabo and John Wathen, otherwise known as the Jabs Brothers. We have Dave Bergman. We have Bob Rogers, Kevin Bass, Felix Jose, and Bobby Thigpen. Okay, well, we didn't find any Garys, Larrys, Jerrys, Terrys, Barrys, Harrys, Carries, Derrys, but we did find an athletics card to go in my pile. And that really will wrap it up, I think. Why don't I just check before I close this out? Yeah, that's a pretty tight fit. That fills up the box. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.